fun of building a custom soundtrack for a game. So, if y'all ever wonder how much effort does it take to build a soundtrack for a Super Mario World pack, well, first things first, you gotta find the ports that actually sound good, which took us probably about an hour and a half or so to remember the ports that we wanted to keep and then also go hunting for some new ones. Each of these folders here is gonna have a couple of things in it that we need to grab, but we're gonna need to extract each of them to their own folder here. And I could have done this with just staring at Lunar Magic, or while y'all just stared at Lunar Magic, but since this is going to basically be probably the next, I would say, at least hour of stream, it's easier just to take care of it this way. But the good news is, if we do this, any port I find along the way that I need to use in Bunbun can just be a pretty easy add-in. There's also a non-zero chance that I try to add in redial, it doesn't work, I get frustrated and remove redial. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I mentioned it before you got here, Dark, but I was like, I'm gonna try to download redial again, but redial has been a constant pain in my ass since like 2018. Might be able to do a mass extract. I probably can, but honestly, I kind of prefer to have the folder by folder. You're probably right that I could have just highlighted everything and extracted it, but it's pretty important that each of these has its own subfolder, at least for this part of the process. Once everything gets combined together, it's all going in one folder anyway, but just for my workflow, I guess it's easier this way. But you are definitely right. Okay, so basically each port, for those that don't know, comes with a text file, which is actually the port itself. Basically, S&W kind of plays its music sort of like those old like music boxes that have like the little like metal pings that basically just go. So like, rather than being like a music file most of the time, it's basically just like a text document of code that just says like, play this sound at this time, play this sound at this time, over and over again, which is both cool and easy to modify, but also a little hard to get into at first. So Anthem Agreed is a good example here. We'll dive into it here real quick. Basically, the way that most ports work, I'm not gonna say every port, but the way most ports work is all of the title information and stuff is gonna be up here. Any customization options are normally pretty much right at the beginning. So this song, for instance, and honestly a lot of Footed Edge ports in general, which is kind of why I like using these ports, but this song specifically has two different modes that you can actually play the song pitch in, and it's either Defined Pitch 1 or Defined Pitch 2. I think what we're going to do here is we're actually going to make a copy of this, and then I think it was C major and C sharp major. Oh, C minor and C sharp minor. Okay. I typically like songs in minor. It's funny that I actually like this one. But basically what I can do is I can now have two ports for the price of one, where this port is Anthem Agreed with Defined Pitch 1, and this port is Anthem Agreed with Defined Pitch 2. And it's going to take these same samples, and it's going to basically pitch scale them differently. So, theoretically, if I wanted to, I've done this in, I believe I've done this in a level I released. I've definitely done it in a level before, but I don't remember if I've actually released it. But we're going to take those two text files and we're going to go into AMK and we're just going to go ahead and put them in the music folder right here. And we're going to need to deal with all of that in a little bit, but I kind of like to deal with the AMK stuff as we go here. So very important is this folder also came with samples. So you need to cut this entire folder. Do not rename this folder because otherwise it messes with the coding. And just basically plop it straight into AMK sample folder. We're going to also need to have AMK list over here. And I'm going to need to have this on the side. Basically just going to need to edit this as we go. Okay, so the AMK list is really important because basically this is the order in which songs are played in the game, as well as how to bypass stuff. So if you ever wondered how to, like, for instance, mute P-switch music so it doesn't actually play the P-switch music, or replace your title screen music, this is how you do it, as well as any custom music stuff. So what we're going to do is all of songs 1 through 28 are taken up with vanilla stuff. Don't replace those because it's just a pain in the ass, honestly. So just start at 29, hit space twice, and then we're going to type anthem of greed C minor .txt, and then count to 2A because this is hexadecimal. Anthem of greed C sharp minor .txt. Okay. And once we apply this list, we'll have just Bunbun 3 was salvaged. So Bunbun 3 was mostly salvaged. How's it going, Ryan? Bunbun 3 was mostly salvaged because I uploaded KLDC this year. To be honest, like without that, we would have been at least back to May of this year. But we were able to get most of our art done through a backup hard drive that I actually was able to find.
Like so fucking close to it that I can't drive.
That is much bigger than you're used to.
It's like so
it's like
close to my face.
It's like playing at your brother's house.
Yeah.
Her brother has like an 80-inch TV or something ridiculous like that. Like it's
on a very
yeah.
wall that would
Oh yeah. No, if it had like even an average sized TV, it would look like a little tiny hat on like a very tall person. Yeah, unfortunately everything else that we had is gone, but that's okay, honestly. It could have been much worse, all things considered. Like I could have lost all of my art and also all of Bunbun 3, which is what I was really worried about when it happened. So the fact that I was able to A, save anything, B, save as much as I did, and C, I guess, actually be back on stream, like basically only having missed one stream and 2 streams, I guess. Yeah. Thanks.
Honestly, though, I think probably
We'd been talking about it for a while anyway. Yeah. Yeah, y'all can't really see it, but there's not very much space between me and Bun over here. Like Bun, like if I were to tilt this camera at all, you would just see Bun over here. But whenever she was streaming from this laptop that we're on right now, basically this laptop would have to be like right here, but it also meant that basically anything on that half of our living room was like pretty inaccessible. So I'm definitely glad that we were able to take care of that. It was an unfortunate circumstance why we had to rush it as much as we did, but okay. Also, as a heads up, you don't have to like have splits of both of these text documents. Like you could just have operation C minor as the regular one. But I like having the option once I get into level design of having a pitch shift. both because I don't always know which of the level sounds I'm going to prefer. Like I may put operation in a level, for instance, and I may think that I want the C minor one, but when I get into it, the C sharp actually sounds better for the level. And that's just kind of a thing that I can't even really explain how it's just kind of a gut feeling, honestly. I have come to realize over the years that I also might have a little bit of synesthesia, which helps here, because I can kind of feel when a level like music fits or when it doesn't fit. And we'll also like change colors to fit the music. I think that's more of the synesthesia part of it. The other part I think is just being able to pair musics and stuff, but okay, don't change that because I need that in there, and then I already did that. Okay. So break it down is good. Next up is Bubblegum KK. So this is a good example for those that don't know. Bubblegum KK in this specific instance doesn't actually have a sample folder, and that's because it is an unsampled port. So if you hear an SMW port, or if you hear an SMW hack that has a bunch of unsampled ports, basically what that means is instead of having all of these custom instruments and stuff, it's just using the regular like SMW sound font and just basically taking one of these files without also adding in custom sounds to it. A lot of creators actually kind of like unsampled stuff, even though it doesn't have as wide of a range of sounds, because it doesn't have as wide of a range of sounds, and you can get everything to actually sound like it's like one continuous game and stuff. I personally normally don't love unsampled ports because they just don't have as deep of a sound font for me. But that's one of the few instances where I really like it. Okay, so for this is a good example, I guess, of not every port is going to be formatted the exact same. So the general information is still the same, like title's still up here, the samples are here. There's probably going to be a point where I have to explain sample groups, but for now, just avoid all that. Truthfully, I've actually kind of been meaning to do a kind of walkthrough of adding music into AMK for a bit, because truthfully, this is something that can be kind of overwhelming as a new creator. And it's something that I think if you just watch somebody do it, it's not really that bad. But like trying to figure out all this shit on your own is a lot. Okay, so 2E will be cd stream.txt. It's really important in your AMK list to make sure that you're copying all of your spacing and stuff the same. Capitalization doesn't matter to my knowledge, but you definitely have to make sure everything is spaced out the same. I forgot that we had actual dubstep that we're porting in. Music tracks don't like as good as its samples. I personally agree, but I can also sometimes get on board with unsampled stuff. Okay, so for those that don't know, counting in hexadecimal, you go 2-0 to 2-9, and then 2A to 2F, and then start over at 3-0. So this will be centipede no buildup dot txt.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to like call anyone out about it. I was like, wait, someone else joined? Who are they?
So typically what I like to do is I will kind of over time add music files into the game and not do like a big batch of music like this. But in this specific instance, obviously I don't really have much of a choice anyway, right? But this is also kind of nice to just show off the full file process. G minor and F. G minor and F sharp minor. Okay.
Why has this not felt this way for any other game I've played over here, though? Is it because it's driving specifically?
Probably, yeah.
These caves look like chicory, and I love it. Like the motion of driving is what it is?
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, also, I have a fun new, like, motion thing, I guess. Strobe lights make me want to throw up. Which, like, we all know strobe lights aren't, you know, great for touch. I didn't know it
I guess the good part about doing it this way is my music list is going to be so fucking alphabetized.
The club that they were at.
Did I grab the samples from that? I don't remember if I grabbed the samples from that. I don't think I did.
So much strobe light flashing. And I was watching it last night, like late at night, after I'd finished.
Is this right?
Working on homework for a really long time.
Centipede, Charlotte, Net.
And I kept like
Crash, Other Forever Come, Operation Dance Floor.
Oh my god. Wait, why is everyone laughing? What happened? I missed it.
Did I not copy in the one for Anthem? I might have not copied in the one for Anthem. No, it says I did. Okay. Also, it comes with these certificates. I am gonna be honest, I don't know what certificates are for. I've never needed them. You don't need them to port in the music. It might be
oh my God,
to actually.
Jeffrey, stop!
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, it could potentially be to actually have Lunar Magic recognize it as a title. Because that is one issue that I have with this method, but I also just don't really care about it.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it was really weird in the scene in the club, and then they left, they didn't leave, but they were showing a different
Okay, Clock Tower, Clock Tower.
What? Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Control the battle. Do you have a
I'm
variant?
like so loving, I got jump! We
No.
did Molly! Okay, that was like right as I used a mushroom, but you know. I don't know why I have sound effects for all this.
Final decision, Kamada. Maybe I'll just get rid of that.
Oh,
C sharp minor, D minor.
Llamas? What the fuck? You're right in front of me! How are you still beating me? And I knew with the exclamation scream! Llamas, you're talented!
Llamas, you're flexing.
Not even bad, I'm impressed! Which I guess is not cool to quote anymore. I guess it's not okay to quote Anchorman anymore, or you're a millennial. I personally think that it's that generational bullshit.
Okay, so this Game Boy port is actually going to be an interesting case for me to highlight here. So I'm going to actually import gameboy.txt in here. All this is that little bling sound effect that shows up in the beginning of my KLDC level. And I use it specifically as the sound effect for the Nintendo Presents screen. because that's actually a sound effect thing in this game. But you do have to import it as like its own track before you can do that, I believe. At least I'm pretty sure you do. I've always known that you have to import it as its own track, so Game Boy will not actually be a music for a level, but
No! I hit the wall! Oh, there's 2 bumps. Uh-oh. I got 4!
good job. I'm gonna shorten this to dearly beloved. I don't need to remember that it's Kingdom Hearts.
YouTube is just long enough. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It breaks my beautiful all alphabetized order, but that's okay. Okay, we actually have a good case here. So let me import Quiet Forest over here really quick before I talk about this real quick. But we have a sample group. So again, 3A because it's hexadecimal. And we're gonna copy the sample over here. And I'm actually gonna open this sample folder here because you'll notice that Quiet Forest specifically, all of these other ones just have a bunch of BRR files based on the sound fonts that they're using. Quiet Forest has a bunch of sound fonts, but it also has exclamation patterns. And basically what this is it's called a sample group. And I don't exactly know why this happens, if I'm being honest. But some ports, and I believe actually the Mario or the Sonic and Friends one should have a sample group too, if I remember right. So I should probably check that again. But basically in AddMusicK_sample groups, basically if you look through the file, you'll sometimes see like a hashtag default or hashtag optimized for it. And what that means is basically in that port they're pulling from these specific locations and specific sound font files. Most of the time it's just the optimized sound fonts, and it makes it easier to code stuff and use actual vanilla sounds. But anytime you have a sample group, you basically need to add the sample group in here, and it just optimizes it for that specific sound font. And I want to make sure that I'm going to restore the zip file. Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. That's why I didn't see it. Okay. Right. Okay. So, now that we have the sample group in there, basically, the Kirby 64 port is going to pull from all of those spots, and it's also going to pull from that specific sample group. So, it's very important that you, if you see a sample group, that you add it in there, basically. And we have Kotobuki, which, I'm not going to lie, I already don't remember what Kotobuki is.
Look at this. Lightning to me!
Oh. Okay, well, it's called Determination in the Heart. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. Let me write down Kotobuki is this one now. Okay. Okay. So Kirby's gone. Kotobuki was just that. Living the Dream is 2 ports. One in A major and one in G major. Let's get rid of this apostrophe because it's a pain in the ass. A major.
All I can think of is when life gives you a Jeffrey, stroke the fur wall. What is that? An old person in need to be referenced? Also, how are you? Lovely to see you. The real answer is not my reason. It's Butler. Yes, cheese to everybody. Double straight up at Jeffrey. Oh, beautiful too. No. I've never seen them before. They are really beautiful. I just think these people get it. We can do the other ones from the first week too. Second week. Excite. Very well. Yes. Wow. Almost got Polly at the end. UVD. But like I never actually watched like everyone's talking about it. I'll watch it. And now I'm like, is it too late?
To watch what?
That Bunbun special from like 2020.
Oh, probably not.
I mean, to be fair, I remain in my home as often as possible still, so probably still. I have lost one. I'm so good.
Did I copy this?
I don't know, you know me. I have a hard time with things that are like overly.
I did.
Oh!
The fan fell over?
What just happened? Because I tried to face it more towards me and you.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Sorry, I was so sassy about it. I was just like, oh, the fan fell over. And you're like, what happened?
Hello. Look, I just said it. Sorry, no, it like it. I thought it like hit the air purifier or something.
So you don't have to rename these text files, but I'm not going to lie. It just makes it a little bit easier to type. You cannot rename the sample groups, but you can rename the actual music files themselves to whatever you want to.
Which I still haven't had a chance to play on stream.
Which is admittedly a little confusing. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could rename all of these sample folders, but then you have to go into the music files themselves and edit code. And odds are it's not the best idea to do that. Okay, so we have another sample group here, so multiplayer lobby's going to have to get added in there.
Reverse super towers! I'm too salty for Mario Kart. I'm sorry. It's want to not play. I understand.
I think I mentioned it, by the way, but to add a sample group, all you have to do is basically just hit enter twice from the last sample group that you had. You don't have to alphabetize them or anything, it'll just pull it. So you can just keep a running list of those going. Basically for every sample group that you need. Also, I hope this has been helpful for at least one person. If this is helpful for at least one person, I would have considered it worth doing or streaming this. But there's not really there's more out there now for beginning Lunar Magic stuff than there was when I started. But there's not really a ton out there for like the weird side stuff like this.
Sweaty? Do I want to know? Dear God.
So I'll probably end up highlighting this specifically as like a tutorial, I guess. It's Poochie, the talking dog.
You're an innocent little baby puppy, apparently. You also cannot speak words like a baby puppy would be able to. What? There was something off to the left. What? I could have gone off to the left. Is this New York again? Yeah.
Alright, Redial. I know you hate me, but I really like you as a song. So let's just get along this time, right? Is there like a sample group or something in here that I need? Nope. Just support and work, right? I really appreciate that all of my longtime viewers in here are like just as nervous for me trying to port in Redial as I am.
I really need to make it so I can see your chat over here too, but it's probably hard to hear me from there anyway, so... Oh! I didn't...
I don't actually know, honestly. How hard is it to hear Bun when she's just like kind of casually talking? Because my microphone does actually tend to pick her up a little bit better than hers tends to pick me up from a distance, but... Of course I asked that question, she's not...
Okay, I thought it was Talia! Oh wait, I forgot to call y'all by your new God-given names. Talia. Talia was always out here destroying everybody. One time they were like,
Okay, so the good news is, I think I estimated that this was going to take about an hour, and I think we're pretty much right on mark for that. I can hear you talking, but it's hard to make out sometimes, for sure. I think I might have the background music up a little loud, too. This is the first time I've streamed with these settings and stuff, so I'll watch the VOD back after and see. Is there a variant of this? Okay, one other thing that I want to mention in here, actually, because this is probably going to be something that I have to do at some point. If you scroll down in any .txt file for SMW port, you'll eventually reach a point where you see a volume, and W130 is pretty low. Oh. W130 is pretty low because I believe the maximum is 255, if I remember right. It's at least over 200, so it being 130 is fairly low, but also, you typically, when you see a port and are trying to audio level stuff, when you hear people talking about audio leveling for ports, basically they'll listen to all of their ports and identify if there's a port that like sounds louder than not. Because this isn't like a universal thing. So like a 130 for a Kevin port could be completely different from a 130 from like even a Fire port or something like that. So typically what you have to do is actually level it just by listening to it. And that normally involves a lot of like trying to figure out if that 130 is loud or not. And if it like masks the sound effects of the level or something. Okay. One's sample group. So the good news is we've actually built back basically all of the songs I cared about already. I could also just like keep sample groups open, but sample groups aren't as common as having to add stuff to the list, and since this screen's already pretty cluttered, I want to try to keep the list a little bit cleaner. Okay, no variants here.
How are you? This time it was me! Oh no, I'm sorry. Llama, do you get this? Oh no, I'm I won't lie to you, when I'm streaming especially, I have no strategy. I literally just like throw items whenever I can and like hope for the best. That's YouTube, everyone. People! I Yes, I love it.
There's a lot of mash of letters. Like I get why, but that was a big mash of letters, and my dyslexia did not like that.
Is this like my last round? Alright. Well, thank you for playing with us. I know we definitely got started from late too. Oh my god, my neck is so tense. I officially live my entire life at this desk now, so. Half the time.
Okay, so we are coming up on our last port here.
So I have to have this chair up as high as possible, and then
The XY Boutique, save the list.
up it feels like to take notes.
XY Boutique, cut the sample. Oh, the song hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but
let's not wait 5 hours for it.
one
Okay,
too, though.
so we are here now.
Oh my god.
We have all of our music samples,
Nope, I fucked it up.
or all of our music ports, all of the variants in here. Basically, all of these variants were either given to us by the port creators, or we created ourselves from pitch variants. We have all of the appropriate samples. We did not rename any of these because we did not want to go in and code anything. The AddMusicK list has all of the originals, and then right after the originals, we have the start of all of the custom songs. Save one more time and close out of it. We also have the sample groups here for Quiet Forest, Multiplayer, Lobby, and Friends. And we didn't have to do anything for sound effects. I'm not gonna lie, I've never touched this. I assume you can do some cool stuff with this, but I've never touched that folder. And unless you really need to, I guess, I would recommend not touching it also. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab our newest copy of Bunbun 3 and go back into the music folder here. Copy it in here. And we are going to use the AMK graphics user interface and run against Bunbun 3. And already we have music child in the F minor text not found. Okay.
Where's going these routes?
I should have probably left the list. Oh, well, it's because there's no space here. Okay. That happens sometimes. That's why it's important to be careful about your spelling and stuff. Taking a while is good, because that means it's actually porting everything. The specified sample group redial could not be found. Okay. So let's open redial. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. We're gonna do a live edit here now that I understand sample groups better. Is this just a sample group that was not properly labeled? If not, surprise, surprise, redial might be the complicator here. Cannot find samplekick.brr. Is that something that would have been from redial? No, actually. That's actually surprising, because that means redial actually works. This is .f. It's a .f6. Okay. So if you get a weird error, okay. So for instance, I wasn't sure where samplekick.brr was coming from. Oh, no worries, Farnap. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. So I wasn't sure where the sample was coming from, and it turns out that it's in Gucci.txt. So what I'm gonna do is just let's go ahead and restore the zip file for this one. I don't see anything. I don't see anything in this. If I rename Kick1 and Gucci to Kick, does that fix it? I'm actually very encouraged, by the way, that we, at least up until now, are having an issue with something else. So it means we got through redial, at least for the time being. Can I just make a copy of it, and that'll just be Kick? Because I believe that actually worked. It just didn't recognize the other one. Okay. So the Poochie one's being weird, so if this happens and you're not really sure why, I thought I was going to have to do this with redial, if I'm being honest. What we're going to do... Oh, Poochie's right before redial. That's terrifying. We're just gonna go ahead and remove Poochie from the list for right now. I liked the song, but especially since it was being pulled from the waiting list, there is a possibility that a sample was just forgotten. So we'll just rebuild the list without Poochie in it and see if we can port it in. Cannot find sample kick. Oh, because the is still open. So if you make a change to the list, Rudy with a raid. How's it going? Hi everyone. I'm CO. Bun's over here racing a Mario Kart. Thank you for the roller dope. Nice. I was expecting SMW. Rudy. How's it going everyone? Hi. I'm CO. I made Bunbun and Bunbun 2. We recently had a little bit of a catastrophic failure with our previous laptop and lost pretty much everything. We were able to recover a decent amount. Could not find sample kick. What? Where is sample kick? So right now we are in the middle of trying to port in all of our music again and figuring out why is it still trying to port in the Poochie list. Another raid? Defy, goddamn. Hey. Hi everyone, how's it going? Back-to-back raids. Hi, I'm CO. We are working... Oh, I didn't actually delete Poochie from here. That's why. Okay. Hi. We are trying to fix our music for Bunbun 3 because laptop crashed and we lost a lot, and we are in a better spot than I expected to be, but still trying to work through stuff. What were you up to? You were playing SMW. I saw you got through Fangorn recently. Big GG's on that. And Rudy, what is your game? Because I can't say I've heard of it, but it sounds fun. And thank you. I'm glad to be back, honestly. Could not find sample kick. Why is this... Is Poochie still on the list? Poochie's not even in the list anymore. Why is kick still an issue? If it's goddamn redial, I'm not losing my mind. Oh, it's Shooting Star Summit. Huh. So the different... Sorry, I picked a... I picked a pretty intense time to raid because we were trying to work through our music files and trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. Thank you for the follow. It's on Steam if you're curious. Jet Set Radio. Oh, nice. We actually just listened to a Jet Set album earlier. That does sound fun. Oh yeah, I can't read anything from Bun's stream right now. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I just meant we get to see you look over a lot.
Oh yes. Okay, so why is there a kick missing?
Oh no! I love this.
Why is there a kick missing from Shooting Star Summit? I don't even think there's a kick used in this. There's a KSS kick. Very odd. We used Shooting Star Summit and Mario and Friends, so that one shouldn't be having an issue. It is the song before Redial again. If it's goddamn Redial that's causing all of this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Let's cut Shooting Star Summit for right now. Renumber everything else. So, for those that are wondering why I'm singling out Redial here, Redial is a song that I really, really, really want to use, and I've wanted to use since Bunbun 1. And for some reason, for various reasons, I've never been able to use it because it just never works for me. I don't know why.
Game music? I never listen to game music on my
Okay,
phone.
so it's definitely fucking Redial. So it's not all of the other songs that I deleted.
Sounds an SFW.
Okay, so let's replace Redial with Shooting Star Summit then. And then we will add Coochie back onto the bottom of the list. Because I believe Redial specifically is missing a sample. And for some reason it's displaying as the song before Redial. Hey Zach, how's it going? Put Redial at the top. Going well with recovery. Thanks. Honestly, they're going okay. Let me show this real quick. We have our Lunar Magic scene here. We also have our SNES scene that we used earlier for playtesting. Our DS scene, Switch scene, and tablet scene. So all things considered, we actually have a decent amount of stuff recovered already. Just kind of trying to figure out exactly where to go from here and what I still need, you know. But honestly, given where we were even a couple of days ago, the fact that we are already here is pretty impressive. Output file, if there's no errors, so your ROM should be all set. Alright, so if you don't use Redial, AMK is a fucking breeze. If you use Redial, literally everything will always go wrong and you'll never know why. I don't know why. Like, every time I try to just be cool and just use Redial, it just doesn't work. Alright, well the good news is, we have a version of Bunbun 3 that has all of the edited music that we need. So before I make anything else and fuck it up, we're going to go ahead and bring Bunbun 3 back over into our file, because that's a version of Bunbun 3 that's like fine at this point. And we're going to go back to AMK here. And we're going to try to mess around with this a little bit and see if we can get Redial working. For a Redial.txt. Also, Sprocket, I saw your suggestion of putting Redial at the top, and that might work, but I'm a little worried that it might even corrupt one of the originals. And I can't put it at like global 01 or it messes with stuff. Okay, so if my theory is correct, we should be getting the could not find sample kick.txt for XY Boutique instead of Bunbun, or instead of Redial. Oh, well, we got the could not find sample kick, but I forgot that you have to do it in this one to see which folder it's supposed to be in. Yep. Okay. So well, kick.brr is right there. So okay, so what we're gonna try to do here, what if
We get Disney? Woo! Finally, I can pick another board! I'm not obsessed with this. That was
Is there anything
yeah, this one's pretty. It's so cool.
in the
I don't know
file
if it's
itself?
apparently Toro was like a mobile Mario Kart game, and I never played that game. For all of like my game times. There's a Paris there's Tokyo, there's Ninja Hideaway. There's a lot of really great ones that are all like different ones.
Actually, let's go back to here. Dippy and Pinchy both ported this. I've always tried to use this one. But there might be something in the code that's different. There's nothing wrong with the sample folder name. Does this need to be another folder deep?
Also, it should be clear that the music from this game is not overwhelming. It's like getting items. Sound of the item box. RG.
And also include these under default and optimize in case it's pulling from just a really weird spot here. If this doesn't work, I don't really know what to do to get readout to work. Outside of just using a different copy of readout, which I might also do. Wait, it worked? Holy shit, we just ported Redial finally. It's been 3 years. Okay, so I think what happened here, let me try to explain it here. Okay, let me try to explain it. So, when we go into Redial here, it specifically says path Redial and then samples Redial. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I needed to include the samples a folder earlier or a folder later. I think I had to include it a folder later, which is why it only worked when I made another Redial folder. But basically, I made a copy of this. It's all the same samples and stuff, but it was able to actually find it this time. So I think we actually have Redial in here now, which is nice. Okay, so for the final part of this little music tutorial here, we're going to copy Bunbun 3. Also, what I need to really do is into quick access. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make another copy. Okay. So, actually, wait. I don't want to make this copy yet because there's one more thing we have to do first. So now that we have everything working again, there's a couple more things that we need to do here, and this is going to be the more intricate part of music editing as we get to like the sound effect editing side of stuff. So there's a couple of things I need to fix, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to ASM, SNES, tweaks.asm, and open it in Notepad. And basically, this folder, or this file, is very important because it identifies everything that the game pulls for all of these sound effects. So Nintendo Presents is currently pulled to 1E, which is the intro screen music, just playing early. What we want it to be is Game Boy, which is 30. Another raid, goddamn! Tanuki Dan, thank you. How's it going? Hi, I'm CO. Bun is racing Mario Kart over there. We are just finishing up a little bit of a tutorial on getting like custom music and stuff ported into hacks, which was mostly just because I needed to port a bunch of custom music and stuff. So we're just now at the tweaks.asm screen, which is basically allowing us to port in custom ports into sound effects specifically. So we just replaced the little sound effect that starts at the beginning of the game with a Game Boy sound effect, and we're going to replace the title screen, which sorry, I gotta quickly remote title. Here we go. That makes sense. Title from 15 to 45. And then we also need P-switch to be 00. And I guess Starman is 002, right? So basically changing Starman and P-switch to 00 basically makes it so when you collect a P-switch or a star, you hear the sound effect for it, and you hear the sound effect when it's ending, but you don't hear like the switch of music, so you don't actually lose the song you have going. Boss clear and stage clear can be replaced with custom music for clearing levels and stuff, although I guess as a heads up for that, you get a little bit of a lag sometimes if you replace the custom, or if you replace the ending song with anything with ports. For instance, like in Casio, I know Casio's a hack that has a lot of the custom stuff, but if you wonder why there's like a little bit of a hang when you collect a Casio gold tape, it's because it's trying to load the samples and stuff. Okay, with all those tweaks, we should have this fixed. So let's stop this, get off of the desktop capture for a bit, and actually catch up on chat. How's it going, Dan? How's it going, Sicarius, Sarah, Overspiced, False Circus? False Circus, we patched in a song of yours, the Poochie Tetris Attack song. It's very good. Foxy Faye, how's it going? Gonna grab some food, no worries. Hope SMW was good. I guess I didn't even really explain anything. Hi, I'm CO. I made Bunbun World and Bunbun 2 and was in the process of making Bunbun 3 when last week my laptop decided to just up and die. And I basically lost everything that I had been working on. We were able to recover a decent amount of stuff from various saves and just stuff that I had rebuilt pretty quickly. But it's been a journey, if I'm being honest. I'm at least glad that we were able to rebuild so much so fast. But we have had to rebuild quite a lot pretty quickly. Okay, so if we did everything right, we should load this up. Should be Game Boy sound effect. When I unmute the game, should load this up. Should be Game Boy sound effect. Should be Sonic and Mania's Friends song for the title screen. Okay. Okay, so the next step, and I guess the final step of the music thing, is going to be to repair everything in the game. And this part might actually be a little harder because everyone's raiding, goddamn. Okay. So let's go editor, overworld, because it's going to be a little bit easier to do the overworld music first. Special world. Okay, and then for the final part of this, when you go into Lunar Magic, I guess I should still be on display capture for this. When you go into Lunar Magic here, I have the overworld editor up, and basically I clicked on this little note block to load the music to use in each section. And I'm going to basically set special world to wherever dearly beloved is, which is 39. Okay. So that should be dearly beloved. There's a way to do level numbers, right? Oh. Okay. 112, 119, 105, 106, 103, 109, 113, 111, 120, 102, 10B, 10A, 107. Okay. How's it going, Jordan? Okay, so now basically what we need to do is we need to pair all of these ports that we actually have to levels. So we're in 10A already. 10A is getting Katamari Damacy's Lonely Rolling Star, which is 3E. And this one will be a little harder to explain until we fix retry.asm, which I guess will probably be the next thing we could do. I don't know exactly if we're going to have time for that tonight, but okay. Let's just go down the list then. 107 used to be some Mega Man Battle Network music, I believe. Fuck it, let's use redial here. Why not?
Whiz! So much for the second 11-11-ish.
I don't remember if I need to use the F sharp line here or the G minor one, so we'll just. Oh. Alright, well. We'll chalk that one up to fate and just leave it at 131. Screen exits. 151. For this segment, what's the name of the Trauma Center song again? Gentle Breeze. Did I not download it? Oops. entirely sure how I missed that one, but that's fine. 12, okay.
All the coins are in front of me. Why is everyone
How's it going, Victor Skater? Good to see you. Hope everyone's doing well tonight, by the way. Happy Friday. I am honestly just happy to be able to be streaming right now. Okay, let's reload that and then open level 151. And then this will have 4D. And then this goes to level 141, which has multiplayer lobby, which is 41. The reason I have to remap all this, by the way, is because all of these levels were remapped to the previous version of AMK, which means that I have to be careful and make sure that all the songs actually are going where they say they're going. 120 is Pokeball Clock Tower, which is 33. Trying to go through. This level did not have assigned music first, so I'm going to skip it. I'm trying to make sure that all of the levels that actually had assigned music already are in here. That one did not either. This one had Rusty Ruin, which is 43. That's level 112. 19. This level did not have music yet. This level did not have music yet. This level also did not have music yet. This one did not either. This one was Crash Bandicoot. She's 2. Okay. Probably should have been like writing down the. Okay, I could do that still. That's fine. And then this into the level it links into is Hendrana Drifts, which is 3F.
Yeah, I
Oops.
just will. Kids are gonna play? Yay! Sorry, I'm probably jumping all over the text.
3. We'll also have F. This one also did not have custom. Okay. $107. 4A. 111. 31. 41. 44. Just want to make sure I'm not doubling up on where. I think this segment's actually second.
It's always such a
Once again, was it the New York one again, Boogie?
Remember when you tried to kill me twice?
Okay. This is Clock Tower.
Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances I've been shackling.
This is called the Rolling Star.
You want your freedom taken. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want
And this
you
is
dead,
Rusty
but
Ruin.
now I only want you gone.
Okay. So everything else is up for grabs, basically. We have this rope level, which is a pretty chill level.
How'd you get in my room?
I love that one, but it is
One
really
day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen. You've got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Now listen, I ain't gonna tell you twice. We don't know if there's gonna be a Portal 3 or not. Now I'm gonna have some of my friends here in the band.
I might move redial here.
Test subjects just like you. Take it away.
I'm gonna try this with Bubblegum KK and see how I like it, but I might move redial to this level. Oh yeah, 103. This needs. If you need to wrap up soon, I can wrap up once I'm done with this music bit.
badly with these, so
By my only
trying not to make it worse.
Oh, did you think
Okay, let me try to just wrap up this music thing and then I'll be good.
funny if it weren't so sad?
Okay, this level's faster paced, so let's give it.
When I delete you, maybe I'll start feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on.
Operation, maybe?
You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone.
Yeah, let's give it Operation.
Only want you gone. I want you gone.
I want to try Anthem Agreed in this one. I want to try the C sharp minor one because I like the way that one sounded, I believe. Oh yeah, we have a secret exit to design on that level too if we want. Completely forgot about that.
I don't want to see. I was like playing like I love this, but I'm so lost.
Very chill forest level. I mean, Quiet Forest might fit here pretty well. Conveniently enough, it's already 3A. I was not done intentionally. Okay. Okay. Let's actually try one of the fire ports down here for this level, I
Do we want to
think.
do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more, and that'll probably time up well with when I'm done with this. Okay, very fast-paced.
Oh yeah, like okay. It's fun when they're like brand new to everybody, but then I feel bad when like I've clearly played it a lot. What? Thanks so much for playing with me.
Yeah, I haven't showed these off in a while. Did my nails recently, and they're very shiny. Let's go control the battle here, 34.
Okay, that's
Okay, and then we have 109 left, which is this cave. This cave is a hard vibe to find in terms of music. Let's try this Caro Blaster one, Freeze Draft. I was up to 64, Jesus. Yeah, like I said, I had a lot of ports in this game before. We were managing to get up to 4B, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's mute this, and then we're not gonna do like a full-on like playtest of Bunbun right now, but let's do a music test at least. One thing that I already know I'm gonna have to fix is I have to fix the retry ASM, because the retry ASM technically works the way it's supposed to, but it resets the music every time when it's not supposed to actually do that, but that's okay. Title port's a little low, but that's fine. This still needs to get changed back to Welcome to Bunbun 3. Okay. That spicy sauce was good, but I think it hurt both of our tummies.
I'll have to look at what was in it.
Okay, so let's just listen to stuff. I don't really think it's gonna...
Oh, I was in first. I'm the one who got blue shelled? Wow, okay. Cool.
Okay, that one still sounds good. If you're gonna listen to that level more, play my Cal2C level, which are used this year. Okay, Daisy only level, which I actually can't play right now. Alright. I think this fits the vibe of this level. Also, I might actually be able to play this still. Can I? Oh no, I can't do it here. I forgot I enabled or disabled overworld switching also.
Of course! It was so fun to play with you. I'm gonna fade soon. Yeah. I have to pee. I'm super tired. Yeah, I'm getting fast. Oh, there's not that thing run. Hell yeah! More people were.
I get more ice vibes from this. It was a little slow for a forest level.
You pick maybe tomorrow because of it. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Do they have more box ones now?
This is a music port that I've had for a while. I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. I feel like Crash music's pretty underrated. It's a little hard to find perfect pairings for it, but this level kind of fits it, I think.
Which means you were doing real good though. That's fair.
So I feel okay about that one still. How's the fire bar sound? I think I actually wanted to use this specific one for a boss. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I need to change that one too. So those are two that I don't love, but that's okay. How's Mole Carrot's head? Did I not save a music for this level? I did not. Whoops. Oh.
That's kind of a weird time to oh, alright, cool. It's got 540. It's fine. Anyways, okay, it's fine. I'm getting my karma for hitting my friend. It's cool. It's really fine. So much fun.
Alright.
Okay.
Fits the vibe. Good. Oh, vanilla retries on that? Okay.
Oh, come on! Oh my god, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 104 today, so that would be really wild.
Might be a little slow.
Thanks, I need it.
I like the song, but I don't think I like it for this level. But that's okay. You never really know until you actually pour it
Also,
in.
mechanic health train this week. Let's go.
Okay, I'm pretty sold on this one being fine. Time 0 is good. How does this segment actually sound?
Right now. But yes, we would absolutely love to play Mario Party or golf. I was just saying I would love to play the golf night.
Have a good night, Sarah. Thanks for hanging out. We are planning on wrapping up here pretty soon, too. We're just testing out some music stuff. So this little glitch with the little jingle playing, by the way, is something I still need to fix with the retry. I should have it fixed before the next time I stream this, because that's going to be my next to-do item. Oh, also you can jump in the no-jump level. How does this one sound?
I missed it on Rosalina, Rosalina! No, it's okay. I made a joke earlier that, like, if you want to play in this room, you have to be Rosalina because so many of us were Rosalina. But it was a joke. Absolutely not true. Oh, 40.
Fits the color scheme of the level, but maybe not the platforming. I'm gonna make that a tentative fit for now, but yeah, it's Animal Crossing music. It's very good Animal Crossing Portal, so I just want to make sure it actually like fits. Okay, and that's another one that I messed up. What level is that? 113, 11, no, 119, no.
Oh, I thought this was lap 3.
It's not 109, so it's 10B then. Okay. 10B is using not 2B. Thanks. I'm pretty happy with the music selections that we have for this game so far. That's why I was pretty sad when we lost a lot of the progress for it, but...
I got first!
Woo! Okay, that one fits already.
I got first.
Good job.
Oh my god. I'll take it.
And then we have vanilla retry. This level is the only reason why we actually have vanilla retry in the hack, by the way, because this level is actually meant to have vanilla retry.
No, I'm sorry, Zalia. Thanks so much.
This song also sounds very good with vanilla retry. Okay. And then finally we have ghosty level.
Right at the goal, no! I was gonna read that as back-to-back fireballs, and then I realized I did not say that. I'm sorry, I like Kaiden so much.
Okay, so Redial ported, but Redial didn't port perfectly. I will look into that. We may end up just using the other... What does the other Redial port sound like?
Oh my god, Vince. Oh, we're doing Animal Crossing. Thanks for getting rid of my case. Oh, it's fall! Animal Crossing has a meadow, and it's September, bitches.
So I like the hi-hat right in the beginning of Pinchy's better, but I actually like the sound font in this one a little better. Okay. We'll probably end up replacing the Redial that we have in here with this one then. Okay, so remaining to-do list, just as a mostly a verbal note for myself, we need to fix our Uber ASM, which